Hello, everybody. Give me 2 thumbs up if you can hear me. Hey, all right. Give me bouncing thumbs up if you're happy to be here. Yay, all right. I like the jiggles and the waves. All right, everybody. Welcome to TCM Time. That's traditional Chinese medicine with me, Kathy Young. Welcome today to our mental health workshop using Qigong, which is the 8 pieces of Brocade Medical Qigong. The third piece of Brocade, one simple movement to focus on the idea of addiction recovery and reducing stress. So before this training, we had a nice cuppa session. A cuppa is a Australian slang for having a cup of tea with a friend or a cup of coffee. So if you do have a cuppa with you in your room, pull up your favorite drink. And I want to cheers with you, recollecting some of our nice conversations about what is addiction, how does Chinese medicine see addiction, what is it we need to do to get that next step to help with recovery and reducing stress. And we'll put all our conversations here, keep it for people just joining us. Just put in your thoughts. If you don't have a cup of tea, hold your thumb or your fist as if you're just holding it in precious in your thumb or in your fist. Hold it close to your heart. And just take a moment before we begin our practice to just think in your own life. Do you have some substances or behavior that is more a guilty pleasure? Or is it closer to an addiction? Is it something you need to do impulsively? That means spontaneously, like it's just start without you thinking, without taking a moment. Is it compulsive? Do you need to keep repeating it until there's just, is there enough fulfillment? Are you satisfied? Or does this desire take you to something that can never be fulfilled? Take a moment to think of different substances like alcohol, nicotine, can be drugs, medication, or recreational. Take a moment to think of behaviors. Is it eating? Is it drinking? Is it caffeine? Is it coffee, tea, chocolate, energy drink? Is it behavior like shopping, browsing the internet, scrolling social media, watching TV, or playing video games? Can it be related to sex? Can it be related to spiritual? Can it be related with just needing things clean? Gambling, to let things go. So take a moment to think in your own life, just some habits of behavior that we might have. And I invite you to reflect on it as we begin this practice of Qigong. Qigong will give us a chance to connect our body and our mind, or body and spirit. And it'll give us a chance to realign both, to see what might be stagnant. Because in essence, Chinese medicine, from my perspective, addiction is a kind of qi stagnation. That qi is your energy flow. A healthy body needs to be like a river that keeps flowing smoothly and strongly. When something becomes stuck, whether it's in our thoughts, whether it's in our behavior that suppresses it, we are actually tense. Our muscles are tense. And this stops the qi from flowing. Today, we're going to be opening up the liver channel and connecting it to what might be possible connections to cancer, to addiction, to behaviors that might lead to unhealthy results. So take a moment. Let's place our intentions in this cup. And let's have a great training. Have you steeped it? Make it nice and warm. Warm it with your heart. Warm it with your breath. And warm it with your smile. These are 3 things to help you relax. So let's bring a nice cheer. Cheers, everybody, to your health, to having a good Qigong practice and a good Qi flow. Here, let's drink up. Great. So let's begin our Qigong practice. Very simple movement. We've been focusing on a 21-day challenge for this year to invite you to practice 1 movement of the 8 pieces of brocade, 1 each month. And the goal is see if you can do it 21 days in a row, at least for, I would say, 5 to 20 minutes. So our training today will aim towards 20 minutes. 21 days to get that chi to keep flowing. Don't stop. Once we stop our practice, that stagnation builds up again. So 21 days to see if we can rewire our brain, our thinking, our behavior, and our body. So 8 pieces brocade. Brocade means a shining and beautiful piece of cloth. So we want our chi to flow and shine, radiate out as wide as you can, like that beautiful cloth. When there's a stagnation, hold your fist tight. There's a stagnation, a chi knot, something. Where did it get stuck? Did it get stuck along this liver channel? Liver channel comes from the bottom of our feet, between big toe and second toe. That gives us our stability. Did it get stuck on the knees that help us walk forward in life? Tracing the liver channel up to the groin area. Did it get stuck? Did your chi get stuck in the sexual organ? Are we moving enough our legs, or are we sitting? Did this chi get stuck? Tracing liver channel up, spreads across under our ribs, in the diaphragm area. Did we stop breathing? Are we stressed? Are we breathing more shallow? Are we holding our breath? Let's keep breathing to move that liver chi and that diaphragm area. Coming up higher, passing the liver organ on the right side. Give me a little wave on your right hand. Yay. Put it on your right rib. Feel the bones that are protecting your liver organ. Your liver organ is so important that in some cultures, when you really love someone, you say, "You are my liver." Hey, everybody, my students, you are my liver. I want to protect you, and I feel actually your protection towards me. So here, our liver is so important in this idea of reducing stress and addiction recovery, keeping that chi flow, protecting our liver, giving it some space. So today we're going to be stretching, opening those ribs to give it more space for that liver. And we're going to be gently squeezing, stretching, reaching for the heavens, and gently squeezing. Inhale. Exhale. So that's liver organ. And just to finish tracing the organ channel, it comes up an inner pathway into the lungs. So I say, if you have an addiction that connects you with more breathing, like connected more with allergies or smoking, this might be some qi stagnation in your lungs, which is connected with the emotion of sadness. Let's see if we can move some of that sadness so it can transform to compassion. The liver channel keeps going upward, passing our throat. Are we holding what we need to speak? Are we suppressing it inside? Do we have throat cancer? Are we holding something in stagnant here? Do we have thyroid issue? Coming up further, the liver channel comes in around the mouth. So we're going to give it a nice smile today during our Qigong practice. So that helps the liver channel all the way down to our feet, that whole channel pathway. And smiling helps keep your muscles relaxed, the best facial beauty spa you'll give to yourself. And when you're relaxed, the chi flows better. All the way up, passing your eyes. Let the smile go to your eyes, not just your mouth. Let it pass through your eyes. Let your eyes smile. And when you smile, actually, your liver nourishes your eyes. It gives you your vision outwardly and also your vision inwardly. So let it smile on the, finish it all the way to the head. Remember our thinking. Our thinking is what begins some of our patterns of behavior. So let's be aware, what are our thoughts? Are we be careful of our language? Are we using words that negate certain things, like using but instead of and? I was giving the example yesterday after Kappa training. I said, oh, that was a good class. That was a good conversation. And as the day went on, I said, but I didn't finish on time. But maybe I talked too much in this part. When I used that but, I started negating all the good feelings I had. And maybe that started to bring down my chi. So I need to practice using the word and. I would say, that was a great conversation. That was a great training. And I need to work on maybe finishing on time. And maybe I have to accept that I need more time to finish the class. So be careful of language. Positive thinking can also affect that liver chi flow in our body. When that's stuck, that becomes stress and becomes chi stagnation. That might be just putting a thought out there, might become cancer, or it might become a chi addiction, a behavior that we need to do impulsively or compulsively to get that chi moving. So let's take a moment to look at the third piece of brocade called separating heaven and earth, going up, simply changing your hands, inhale, up, one side high and one side low. And before we begin, just a note, you'll see my left shoulder. I had an injury on my left shoulder, so I won't be able to lift it higher than my head. So feel free, if you can lift higher than your head, try to aim as high as you can to give a good stretch. But I'll modify my own training, maybe reaching forward instead or to the side or lower, just to prevent further injury. So we're going to begin 8 pieces brocade. If you find a spot on the floor, somewhere you feel comfortable, can be just standing up next to your computer or your device. Let your feet be the same width as your shoulder or slightly wider for a nice strong base. Think like a tree. The liver organ in Chinese medicine is related with the wood element. So think like a tree. That wood is strong in the root, our leg. Give it a gentle bend all the way down to your ankle and your big toe. Good. I'm going to go 3 times, just the standard way of separate heaven and earth. And then we'll go 3 times together, and then I'll let you practice. Then we'll start going into 3 different variations. So if you're ready to begin, let's hold our chi, our energy, right here, 2 fingers below your belly button, in the energy center called the Dantian. Connect with your gut feeling. That's your natural self, like a child, your inner nature. The more you allow yourself to be true to yourself, the better your chi flow. Just hold it there for 3 deep breaths. One more deep breath to the inner smile towards your future self, your authentic self. And let's open our eyes, ready to begin. 3rd piece of Brocade, separate heaven and earth. Feel free to hold your palms facing each other, feeling the chi between your palms. And let's begin on the right side. I'm opposite view of you, separate heaven and earth. Gently observe your breathing. You can take 1 deep breath while you're up there. And slowly relax your shoulders, elbows, and wrists as you quiet your mind and your body. Palms facing each other, change to your left side. Exchange the chi to the earth, the spleen side. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath and gently relax. 2 more times with gentle guidance. Inhale, the side view, separate heaven and earth. Inhale, exhale. Changing side. In, out. Deep breath. Inhale, exhale. One more time from the back view. separate heaven and earth. Inhale for the liver side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. In, out, in, out. Continue at your own pace for 5 times, just at your own breathing pace that's most relaxed and comfortable for you. And feel free to explore any general variation while you're up there for what your own body needs. And we'll come together to explore 3 more variations at the end. So 1 more repetition at your own pace, and then we'll come together for a few variations together. Very good. Let's explore adding what is called Qigong healing sound to this movement to heal the liver organ on the right side. Liver is related with the emotion of anger. So when we feel this anger might be stagnant, our stress, our frustration, we can use the healing sound Xu, X-U in Chinese. Let that vibration travel through that liver channel. And one more time. Feel free to use it internally, even with no sound, just the sound of Shu with your mind. That's one variation you can use is the healing sound to create more vibration or more stillness. Let's go back to the movement itself and explore different angles. On the right side, on top, you can change the angle of your wrist crease. Different organ channels are represented on different sides. If you need more soothing on your heart pinky side, gently give the pinky side a good stretch. Make a nice right angle with your wrist and aim it towards the heaven chi. That will bring you more joy and more spirit. If you need more on the lung side, on the thumb side, related with the emotion of sadness and breathing and our skin issues, gently twist it more towards your thumb side. So making the thumb nice right angle, give it a stretch, and also give this point relaxation, nice and soft. Stretch nice and hard, and soft, nice and relaxed. And feel that chi flow, changing the angle as you come down. Good. So what you'll feel when you do that, changing the angle, especially of the shape of your chest, you'll feel you breathe better, which will help you with stress relief. And it might change your chi flow, and I'll give you some extra space to decide if you really need what behavior or substance that you might be reaching out for. The last variation we're going to play with is gently squeezing these organs on the side and the kidneys on the back. To squeeze, we need to focus more on the lower part of our body. And slowly wind down, coming back to your center, your dantian. And slowly bring it in to your center. Take a minute and pause, going to that place, closing your eyes to a place of no thought, calming your mind right to your gut feeling all the way down. Last deep breath with a deep inner smile, smiling towards your liver, spleen organs, and your heart. Exhale outwardly, let's smile towards each other's spleen, liver, and heart. Hey, good job, everybody. You did a very nice Qigong practice, keeping up with your 21-day challenge. Let's have a last cheers as we wrap up. Grabbing either your cup or your fist. Yay. And let's bring in whatever you brought, you could learn from this practice today. Whether it's understanding you need a little bit more smiling to relax your liver chi channel, whether it's speaking more to express yourself, be yourself through the throat, whether it's breathing more, taking a moment to take a breath before you act, before you behave, whether it's just needing to getting up away from your device, standing and stretching, or squeezing, or walking, all related with that liver channel. So we can keep that smooth flow of that river and prevent that chi stagnation that can manifest in that stress or that addiction. So let's keep in mind that not all addictions are bad or not all habits are bad. You might just need the right amount to give your life that balance. But when we get stuck in the same pattern and it's not giving you that fulfillment, it's not satisfying you and you need more and more and more, but you feel empty, that's a sign that it might be an unhealthy addiction. So let's hope maybe Qigong practice could be a good distraction for you to invite you to balance a bit more different behavior. So everybody, cheers to your health and to your 21-day challenge. Yay. Yay to the heaven and earth and our human experience. Good job, everybody. It's been a pleasure training with you. Good. And creating that safe space for each other to share. So we're not holding in everything that's in our heart or in our throat. We have a chance to express ourselves and let that chi flow. So thank you, everybody, for joining me for this kappa training. Hope to see you next month where we'll look at the next piece of brocade. The fourth piece of brocade is holding our hands in the front, turning and looking behind. So if you want to look at more different ways to breathe better, this invites us to breathe connecting to our lungs, chest, and neck area. So I invite you to join me next month. So thank you, everybody. Till next time, this is TCM Time. Keep letting your health shine.